Howdy, partner. Ready for some more of that there book learning? I know I am. So what we're doing today is G. Whole, half, whole, half. You do it. And then go backwards too. Or sorry, half, whole, half, whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And then if you notice, you got G, F sharp, E. Or 1, 7, 3, sorry, 1, 7, 6. So the damn scale on that string starts on the 6. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then on other strings, you know, the scale starts on the 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. And here it's on the 5, the D. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called the Mixolydian mode, that one. We'll talk a little more about modes later. And then our freebie, G string, whole, half, whole, half. And then second string on the B, so you're on the 1, 2, 3. So anyway, we did that in the lesson, and here's what I thought that could help get to this, and that is going like this, like 1, 2, 3. So the idea here is the most amount of notes you can reach without shifting is usually 3. So we'll do it in 3 noters. 1, 2, 3. Of course, is the same, and that's whole. So you've got these. This is a major third, and it's whole. Okay, and you can go like that. Now here's your 2, and that's a whole half. 2, 3, 4, whole half, whole tone half. Some guys will play it like this, and that's cool too. And then, though I prefer using these fingers, I feel like it's a little more, this finger's stronger. Okay, now we're on the 3, and you've got half whole. And that's for a Dormez-vous. 3, 4, 5, B, C, D. Okay, so that's whole, 2, 3, 4, whole half, 3, 4, 5, half whole. Now we're on to the 4, and that's whole, or whatever works. And then 5 is another whole. So notice that all your majors are the same, whole. So that gets us to 6, and that's whole half. And then, of course, it's open too. And then the last one, the 7, is half whole. So if you notice, we've had that before. The 7 is half whole, and so is the 3. That's where the semitones are, the 7 and the 1, and the 3 and the 4. So you can actually compare that. Oh, let's do a total comparison here, man. So on 1, we've got whole, whole, as well as 4, whole, whole, and 5. And you can do that slidey, whole, whole, if you want. Incidentally, a slidey backwards, you can go, you know, it's hot cross buns. Nice and greasy. Okay, so that was now your 2 is whole, half. And that's the same as the 6. So those are pretty minor sounding. Whole, half on the 2, whole, half on the 6. And then half whole on the 7, and the 3. So you can practice it like that, just like and you could do all your fun juggles. You know what? This will be a lot more fun on the first string. Whole, whole on the 1, whole, half on the 2, half whole on the 3, whole, whole on the 4, whole, whole on the 5, whole, half on the 6, half whole on the 1, on the 7. And so you could play juggles like bro. This is gonna be fun. Let's go backwards. Okay, and you could do, you know, any other coordination you wanted, like okay, so that'll be really fun. And think of your own variations. You know, with 3 notes, you can go forward or backward. But those are 3-note combinations. But as soon as you repeat one finger, like that, you get 4 notes. And that allows stuff to move in rhythm. Or some kind of rhythm, anyway. And, okay, that'll be fun. A fun way to explore it. And could do the same thing for the other strings. Yeah. Okay, let's take a minute to talk about the other strings here. So, like if you look at this, ba-na-na, whole half, 1, 2, 3. Now here you are at 2, 3, 4. Now notice that note, like that's that, 2, 3, 4. So then you can just carry up the scale, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, and so on, up the strings, and oh, here's an interesting, and you could do every time you get to the that's a fun game. That game was playing however many notes it takes to get to the next open string. I say. Wow, that's a weird mental exercise. I wonder if there's any use for that. So you could do those patterns all the way on each string. Like here you're like 1. Like you gotta know this is the 5, I guess. Ugh. Anyway, that's probably enough of that. But if you could do this string and start thinking about this string, you'll start to see how a vertical pattern emerges. So that might be enough to chew on for a week, I think. It's the 5. And then here's the 1. Here's the 3. Here's the 6. Man, okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Sorry. So that was all the strings, and yeah, that can be really fun. But don't feel like you got to do that all in 1 week, though I bet you could. Really just get the pattern going on 2 strings, that's plenty. Oh yeah, and then getting into the leapfrog chords, you make a leapfrog chord by... So once you're hopping over the 3rd and then getting to the 5th, root 3rd, 5th, and then you've got the 2-string version here, the old bass player, which is, it's the best. And or it's in a pure form, root 3rd, 5th, 1, 3, 5, and I like to go 1, 3, 5, 3, and that makes it 4, 4. And you can move that 1, then 4, because that's major, and then 5. So that's like it moving just in parallel. But that actually, you know, here's a fun, you were asking, you know, you could do a cycle of 5ths pattern, you know, where you go like, you offset on the last 2 strings, so you could go, and move it around the cycle of 4s, man. And it just crunches around it. Okay, so I'm going to prescribe that exercise. You're just moving it from G to C to F to B flat. And don't worry about naming it right off the bat. Just play along the pattern. Just play along that pattern. And you can start to think about what the notes are, but it's more important to just get the exercise and then start naming. But if you have your cycle memorized, it's easy to just guess the names. Okay, so wow, that's a second exercise. I think you're gonna have fun with that. So moving that guy around, and then the other version is root third fifth like that, which is a bit of a stretcher, but I'll use it from time to time. Like I said, if I'm coming in at that angle, but a lot of times it's slide. Slidey version, and then 3-string version. So that's like that, which it looks like the bottom of a G chord. But when you move it to other positions, which hell, we might as well do it. It you know, can be played like that or like that. Both ways are good. So see that shape? Now here on the 10th fret of the 5th string is another G. So see what it looks like there on that G? It's a bit of a stretch here. And now the next G is here. And that should look familiar. It's that, you can see if you take the same shape, because of the tuning of the guitar, that note is diminished or lowered by a semitone. And so that should be familiar, and that's part of this chord or that chord, root third fifth, pure triad. There's C. Oh, baby, so we gotta go. Oh, this is actually minor. Oh, baby, we gotta go. And then, yeah, following that logic, the next one is there. And you see what happens to it? Because both of these are across the string, now you end up with this. So these two can be on that fret. So there's, geez, like a 4th exercise. We can review some of these in the class next week. Up a string. Up a string. And now the shape gets up a string. And now the shape gets turned from that. Okay, so that is more than enough. Okay, later.